People do their own things in off-season. Some people be at home training. Some people just go to different states and train. So now everybody's here.
We know that we have to train a running back vastly different than we do a defensive lineman. So we're going to look at all those things and come up with an individualized plan for each individual athlete.
Most of these guys have been out here training this whole off-season, but to have the opportunity just to get out here with them, run routes together, get that camaraderie going again, you got to love these kind of opportunities.
You guys do walkthroughs.
Yeah.
We do computer simulations.
Yeah.
How you prepare, we prepare. We watch, you watch games, we watch previous races.
We always talk about laying bricks. We need to lay a foundational brick on day number one that's going to be able to hold up over this next 9 weeks. If we have the passion, the energy, and everything that we should exude, day one, Super Bowl run, starts right now.
Most of these guys have been out here training this whole off-season, but to have the opportunity just to get out here with them, run routes together, get that camaraderie going again is it's a pretty special thing. So you got to love these kind of opportunities. Every rep we get with Jared, every rep we get running routes next to each other, feeling each other out and seeing how we do the intricacies of this offense is so important. So being able to do this, come out here in the off-season and start that now, I think it's a huge deal.
Go get it, go get it, go get it.
Had some of the guys out here running some routes, trying to get just a little bit of a more mental refresher for when we start back up in a couple weeks. And excited for the season. I don't want to get too far ahead of anything, and continue to take it one day at a time. That's why we were able to have the success we were able to have last year, is because we did take it one day at a time, and we want to build on that and continue to improve and go after our quest to win a championship.
Let's focus on the Rams for a second.
Yeah.
We asked the question last week. Remember, they only had 6 players before tonight that had playoff experience. That's the fewest of any team in the NFL. How much did that factor in, LT, in your mind?
I think it factored in quite a bit.
Hey, be ready for quick count.
And you have a staff that just came together in its first year. So that's tough. You got to applaud the Rams for what they accomplished this year. It was phenomenal.
Off his back foot, he deals near side, end zone.
We aren't satisfied with just making the playoffs and having a taste of that. We just want more.
Cooper Kupp, touchdown LA! It measures 14.
We've learned from last year. Hopefully we can flush that, move forward, progress, and make a better push this year.
Let's each take a closer look at teams that are back to work, and there's a lot of them that we feel are the most intriguing personally heading into the season.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get in there on Monday and just have the whole team together and just to have the opportunity to come into work every single day and know that every person that's stepping foot in this facility is working for that same thing that I am, moving through OTAs and into training camp, that you've done everything you can to make sure you're better than you were the year before.
What is this like for you and the guys to be back together? Is it kind of like the first day of school again?
Yeah, you said it. It almost does feel like the first day of school. I think, what you realize and you appreciate so much is the interaction with the players. We're excited about it. We're optimistic, but we know that it's a process, and that process is one day at a time.
This is the beginning of next year. You get to see everybody's in. So, it's different. People do their own things in off-season. Some people be at home training. Some people just go to different states and train. So now everybody's here, and that's it. And it's about to go down.
This time last year, definitely still would probably be waiting on the draft.
The Los Angeles Rams select Josh Reynolds, wide receiver, Texas A&M.
I definitely didn't expect getting picked up by the Rams. Going through Senior Bowl, going through Combine, didn't talk to the Rams once, and then I went on a visit, and then, just loved it.
Big Josh. What's good, man? How you doing?
What's up with it, man?
You glad to be around, boy? You glad to be around?
Man.
I thought Josh was going to go in the second round, and when the third and fourth round came, and they came to get me and said, we got Josh Reynolds in the fourth round, so I was elated.
You should have a pistol attitude.
I'm
you come in here and get ready to work.
There's no 4 years, y'all gonna have to get me a big contract.
I would love to get you a big contract in 4 years.
Yeah.
Would love it.
I wanted him to have a chip on his shoulder that to prove the naysayers who said he should have went in maybe the fourth, fifth round, that I am a second round talent. You are getting a complete receiver. And when Robert went down last year, he showed all those things.
Snap, retreats the throw, looking over the middle, flings one back of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Josh Reynolds.
JB, he looks the part, I'll tell you that. He looks like he belongs out there.
I'm just waiting my time and do whatever the coach is asking me to do, and I'm going to do it to 100%.
Your biggest growth comes between your first and your second year. This offseason is going to be very, very vital for him.
Way to go, Big Spoon! Your first one, Big Spoon!
Messaging of the day. First of all, welcome back. That's self-explanatory, but when we get the guys, it'll be after Sean talks to them. So when we bring them up, we're going to explain the assessments. We're going to talk about what we're going to do. We're going to talk about why. Today becomes that foundation of assessments, testing. We have to build a foundation of where our guys are going to be, but also some of the data that we collect, some of the science that we implement. Those things are what are going to make actionable changes down the line, not just next week, tomorrow, but we're talking about in training camp, when to pull back on guys, when to practice harder, what high speeds to hit, how to hit them. All those things, prescription-wise, become really important, but it's based on getting baseline testings on days like these. If we have the passion, the energy, and everything that we should exude, day one, Super Bowl run, starts right now. First day off-season program 2018, obviously a super exciting day, I think, for any strength and conditioning coach. When you get the team back, you're excited for the new guys, but also our returning guys who were excited to work with the rookie class from last year and get those guys in. You look good, bro. You're good. I love it. What's up, baby? Straight? How you feel? Feel good? Let's go to work, baby. Starts now. How you feeling, Cooks?
Good. How about
what do you go by, Cooks? I love it. Love it. I'll call you touchdowns by the end of the year. Let's see you get about 20. Some of the drills today and some of the data that we will collect today based on heart rate, based on power output, based on velocity of a bar, based on some of the force plate information that we're able to gather, we're going to look and we're going to be able to build a profile for each individual athlete. We also have a device called a GymAware unit where we use velocity-based training to make a lot of our decisions. So each barbell will be wired with a velocity-based training system that's wired to our iPad, so we can start to get some metrics such as power, such as velocity, mean power, peak power. We look at these athletes as individuals. We know that we have to train a running back vastly different than we do a defensive lineman. So we're going to look at all those things and come up with an individualized plan for each individual athlete. Oh, yeah.
We're running today?
Yeah. You ready?
Like cleats or like just jogging?
Oh, f***ing cleats, buddy. Get your mind right. You got about an hour to get your mind right.
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
The standard remains the standard. Did you not see the T-shirt this year, Jared? There's an emphasis. Yes, not yet. Here we go, man. Half kneeling, T-spine rotations. Open to your left. Here we go. Dustin's gonna demo. Keep your eyes up if you need a demo. Here we go, baby. We do collect a lot of baseline information, but I think the one key takeaway for today is we're gonna run through a conditioning assessment. We're gonna put our players into a situation to see how they move. If they can resist the fatigue that's gonna come in through that conditioning assessment, that's what's gonna dictate us to take them to the next level of what tomorrow will look like in the following day, and the following day, and the following week, so that we can prescribe exactly what they need, how they need it.
We have our guys wear these polar heart rate straps, and it's combined with GPS, so we can track their movement on the field. How hard they're working, how recovered they're getting with their heart rate recovery, so we can individualize each training session for them to maximize their performance. I mean, getting that information to Ted and his crew enables them to really just tailor that training program specifically to what each guy needs.
Here we go. Change the direction, man. Hit that line and go. Don't short that line. Let's go to work. We're working. It's going to be a great year, Byron. Here we go, man. Let's go. Speed, speed, speed. Good stride. Be efficient. Be efficient. Hit that line and go. Hit that line and go.
Keep pushing each other, man. Keep pushing each other. Let's go get better. 2018 starts right now.
Sean, this time last year, there were a lot of unknowns. Do you sense a change this year walking into the building?
Well, I think there's a confidence that we were able to at least lay and establish a foundation. But I think this league is too competitive. The players are too good. You'll get humbled very quickly if you kind of just rest on your laurels. And I think that's the exciting thing for us is let's make sure that we're just focusing on that one day at a time mindset and mentality to get better.
Phenomenal start. That's how you set the standard. Somebody take us out, man. That's good offense. Let's go. Good work, fellas. Good work. Let's go. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family. Anybody got a Z-bar?
You guys do walkthroughs.
Yeah.
We do computer simulations.
Yeah.
And you guys do practices, and we do practices. And it's like, so, and our practices are all part of the same race weekend.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how you prepare, we prepare. We watch, you watch games, we watch previous races.
We're out here touring the pits, seeing some of these cars. Apparently we're supposed to be riding in one of these things. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever put on a onesie. Now we are in one of the trucks. Got the onesie on. My man Mario.
Well, he doesn't have to do very much. Just sit back there and
Watch you do your
look
thing.
around and enjoy.
Okay.
Hopefully.
A little excited, a little nervous. I know my guy's gonna take care of me though.
Yeah. Where things fitting in this thing?
First lap will be a little bit slower. I gotta warm things up a little bit, then we go.
All good, let's get it.
You see it in IndyCar is in pit stops that no matter how good any individual player or member is, when you come together as a team, you're greater than some of the parts, right?
You think it's just one car, one driver, but you don't realize, throwing on the headset, you hear all the people behind the scenes doing everything, communicating with the pit crew, with the driver, the teamwork like they have within the pit. It kind of correlates to what we do on the football field, kind of coaches up in the press box, getting down to coaches on the field with the headsets, relaying that to players. It was a cool experience, just kind of seeing all of them working together and seeing how it all operates.
If I open on anything, I know we'll get to it. Yes, it's a different draft. We start in the third round, not the first. We came to this thing with a vision of what we wanted to do to improve our roster from a player acquisition standpoint. Yes, it is different, but the preparation's the same. We feel like we've, at certain positions and all of that, really focused on that part of the draft and excited for it to get here.
So you're going into this draft now without a first-round pick for the second year in a row. What does that do for what you have to be doing right now?
I know what it definitely does. It takes let's call it your top 32 players off the board, right? Immediately. But we have, a third-round pick and 3 fourth-rounders, along with 4 sixth-rounders. But last year we got Cooper Kupp and John Johnson in the third round. You'd love to repeat that. That'll be the goal, and you gotta really take advantage of those slots and make it work.
Ready, fall, strike. Good, reset, good job, Greg. One more. I'm tall. Ready, fall, strike. Good, reset. New one.
The reason for the hype on the first round is that you really want to hit those guys. But the reality of it is 50-50 on whether the guy is going to be a good player or not. So when you find a guy that really fits what you want to do and you can get him in the 4th or 5th round, it's like finding a prize.
Me being a third round guy, I think, speaking of myself personally, I think I'm just as good as a first or second round pick. It just happens to be that I was drafted in the third round. But, it's tough. You only have so many spots. You got so many players out there trying to do it. So just, having the opportunity to be drafted or just make it in is you got to give credit to that in itself.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
He is just another one of those guys that just needed more time to develop. And once he got to a position that it was best for him, that's when the guy starts to blossom as a lineman.
I mean, to be mentioned in that sentence of like, okay, you're a guy who was drafted in third round, you had pretty good success. I mean, that's a credit. It's just more sort of like fuel to try to reach new heights and new levels. Coach Ted says it all the time. Ted Rapp, strength coach, is like, this is where it starts. You know, if you want to make a run to the Super Bowl, these are the days that, you know, are the foundation days. You know, I know myself, I'm trying to attack every day with the mindset of we're chasing a Super Bowl.
Just over the years, you're going to find guys that either are late bloomers, they mature late, or they get better coaching. If the guy really wants to be a good player and he gets in the right situation, he has a chance to succeed. There's definitely players in the later rounds that are going to have success in this league, and I hope we get one.